used, what was it, florist or something like that? A flower company?
Basically, there's people who specialize in doing reverse SEO,
Yeah.
so taking everything negative about you and putting them further away on the SERPs.
Domino's Pizza was another example.
Yeah.
We used,
Yeah.
right? Because it was videos some other
Yeah,
people
basically
did.
what you have to do is get the positive opinions
Yeah.
up, so the bad SEO will get down. So we really have to work it to.
Right.
So it's a lot of work.
You basically, like, what Vanessa and Sophie are saying is that you counter this with some positive things and try to get the positive stuff up. And, this happened to a lot of people. I don't know if you remember the last U.S. presidential election of Rick Santorum, the problem he had on top of Google, which was a pretty big problem. And Google wouldn't take that listing off the #1 listing, even though, here was a guy running for president of the United States. They still wouldn't do it for him, so it's not likely they'll do it for your lawyer. But again, if you can do some positive SEO, some other sites, and work everything, work YouTube, etc. I mean, things like YouTube, which are very easy to rank on the top of Google for, might be a good thing. Get some positive videos and things about him just to try to drag that negative image down. Yeah. Anthony?
So for having links on your site to other sites,
Yeah.
is it okay if you stick them all on one links page, or do they have to be distributed throughout your site?
Well, again, keep in mind that when they're spidering your site, they're spidering it page by page, right? So basically, it'll be good on that page. If you have pages that don't have outbound links, well, it'll be rated accordingly without the outbound links. But of course, again, that's a point, is that Google does not rank websites, they rank web pages. And so, that page will have it'll have a lot of outbound links, maybe even too many or something like that. But you're right, that is a very common thing to do, to have a links page, etc. I think it's probably more effective to spread that out throughout your site. But of course, that's not always possible, depending on your site. A sidebar or something, if you've got in the design of your site, I don't think your site really does, but that's a good way of doing it, because then there's something consistent. A footer too, but most people don't put outbound links on the footer. Yes?
Are there any updates regarding the way Google indexes or the spider scroll pages based on geographical location? Saying, if we consider the example of a real estate broker, for example, or let's say a new restaurant that wants to specifically target a specific area, wouldn't it look bad to Google that there are, let's say, 90% of the visitors come from a specific geographical
Yeah,
location?
that is a very good point, and I think you're actually right about that too. And it's a bit of speculation on my part, but that certainly makes sense, because Google Local is a very big thing for trying to get localized SEO. And I'm sure you're probably correct. If you have a restaurant you're advertising in Montreal and all of your links are from another country or something, it's very unlikely that these are natural links coming into your site. You should get more links from local people, etc. So that is a very good point for a physical business that's based in one place. Yeah.
Well, also because if, let's say I'm in Montreal and I'm trying to look up this good Italian restaurant, I won't see the same, #1 result won't be the same if I'm looking from Montreal than if I am like in Germany,
Toronto,
Toronto too.
Yeah, or New York or something. Absolutely. Yeah. Do we have any other questions right now? Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's our first presentation.